Hey everybody, it's a lovely evening for a walk home, and I'm just thinking now about an element of my own culture that I'm kind of fond of, actually. There's a lot of things about different cultures that are both good and bad in the minds of everybody that lives and experiences them. Lots of good things here in Japan, lots of things that are challenging to me. I'm sure that's the same for the Japanese people too. Lots of good things in the States, and likewise the challenges are there as well. I was just having a conversation on Twitter with Jalen Kev and Olden Youth, and we were talking about homesickness. Kevin had mentioned that he was feeling a little homesick of late, and I empathize with that completely. I know what that feels like, and I explained that how sometimes I feel the urge to return back home to the United States, and I think he expressed the same type of feeling as well. And I was just walking home just now. I was thinking in my mind about how, though we are restless people, those of us. Kevin's a Canadian, so I'm gonna use the label of North Americans here, because I think we share this type of feeling. But we're a restless group in many ways. One of the things that I really do enjoy about the culture that I was born into, the larger culture there that I was born into, is the fact that we are free to renew ourselves, to recreate our lives. In the course of the decades that we have unto us, we can recreate ourselves basically as many times as we like. If we do it in excess, we may get the label of eccentric or restless, or we may never acquire much in terms of material wealth and possessions, a stable, secure roof over our head to retire under. We may just scrape by to the end. But if we choose, we can start over again as many times as we like. What happens typically is that if you come to your friends and your family, this is quite typical in my experience growing up in Southern California. I'm not sure if it's the same elsewhere, but I think it is relatively the same in North America. If you go to your friends and family and you say, well, I think I'm going to start a new chapter in life. Even that's what we call it, a new chapter in life, a new episode, a new endeavor, a new adventure. I'm going to, for example, midlife, I'm going to become a lawyer. I know a guy who did that. He reached his 40s, got tired of the career that he had and decided he wanted to go back and become a lawyer. Went to a specialty school for training midlife legal students and became, he became a lawyer. People might become a cruise director. Someone might want to open their own business. Someone might decide to be a bum and wander around for a little bit. Whatever. My parents did that. Hey, I was 12, Lyle was 11, and our parents decided. Father was a software engineer working for TRW in Los Angeles. And they decided to up and chuck it all away, wander the world. They announced to their family we're leaving. They sold their wonderful house overlooking the ocean up there on Vianita Street and on the Pacific Palisades there, and bought ourselves a Frito-Lay delivery truck and took off and wandered the United States and Canada, just as vagabonds. Grew our hair long, hippies. The parents' conservative family that my father had. They didn't think it was the greatest idea, but being Americans, they could understand the wanderlust and the need to have change. And they in the end, they gave their blessing as well. And I know people that have done that. I know a friend of mine back in the States whose family did the exact same thing. Grabbed she and her sister and took them to a South Seas island where they spent several years. It was I can't even remember, a tiny place. Experience changed her life dramatically. So many of the stories that she used to tell would revolve around not just the experiences that she had on the Rarotonga. That was it, Rarotonga. Not only the experiences that she and her family had on those islands, I think that was it, and but also what was really interesting to her was the catalyst, the way that her family had the courage and the strength to unbuckle themselves from the establishments that they had created and move forward into a completely new world, a new life. And having sharing those few tweets between Olden Youth and Jalen Kev got me thinking about that as I'm walking home, because I'm considering the same thing. I'm 40, almost be 47 tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 47 tomorrow, and I see no problem in my mind with the idea of starting afresh all over again. My family and I are entertaining the thoughts of returning to Seattle, settle down again, would be basically starting over again. What the heck. And contrast that. Now, this is not a criticism anyway. It's just the status quo, the way things are done here in Japan, where you basically settle down for good. Put down your roots, and there you are. And that has a lot of advantages as well. Don't get me wrong. But there are times that my born and bred Western soul, my Western mind, and my way of thinking are appreciative of the many myriad and delightful opportunities that I have as a free and wandering Westerner. There you go. So hey Kevin, my kudos to you and best wishes to you and things going across to you and your family as you prepare to possibly embark on I don't know what you're going to do, but if you head on back to what did you call it, Canuckville, Canuckistan, you're a Canadian. Can a foreigner say Canuck? I don't know. It might be lewd. Is it as bad as calling Mully the cool Uncle Fat guy, cool Uncle Fat bastard? I don't know. He started it. Okay, take care everybody, and good luck to you, Kevin and family. Wish me luck as well. And old and youth, well, you're luck incarnate, I think, even if you don't know it. Take care everybody. Watch the train. See ya. I will miss trains.